And now, as the dice roll, brought to you today by Uber. Move the way you're forced to when carpooling with someone you barely know.
Previously on What Is Not.
Okay, so how do we call a dark spirit?
The key is to the hidden area in the library, and Mildred knows that exists and is trying to get in there.
Elvis will keep an eye on her.
I'm going to send an email to my order. The prophecy is definitely talking about the Baghdad here in the States.
All of a sudden, you hear something that sounds like a chain rustling. You see a cow-sized wolf creature.
Oh, mighty wolf cows, we shall free your friend.
There's something very sus happening right now.
In the sand of the Mojave Desert in California, off historic Route 66, sits a small desert town called Baghdad.
We have some ancient prophecy that something bad's going to go down in Baghdad.
It's a town of shadows and secrets,
Things aren't as they seem, but we're still not quite sure what's going on.
where bumps in the night aren't the house settling,
trying to find answers.
and the monster under your bed lies in wait for your foot to leave the safety of your covers.
My mom used to tell me all of these weird stories about monsters, but I didn't really believe anything she said because, that's crazy talk.
It's a world where cultists spend their days pushing papers at the DMV and their nights summoning ancient creatures from the dread beyond.
Seeing maybe something happened down at Cryptocore.
The expert,
Susan Donaldson, the town vet.
the freelancer,
People call me Beth. Hunting is sort of just like a business that I'm in.
the deathless,
Bruce the zombie and his father cast a spell to bring him back.
the initiate,
Donovan Helayan, part of an ancient order of monster hunters.
the monstrous,
Zeke Solardier. He works for Cryptocore, which is his family's corporation.
It's a town where it's very hard to tell what is real and what is not. Welcome to Baghdad.
So to clarify, Elvis said that Mildred left the library and Elvis was still there, or
No, Mildred was working.
but then the library closed and what happened?
And she's still there.
Elvis left, but Mildred is still there.
Oh, Elvis left and Mildred.
Yeah,
was
he's
still
outside
there.
across the street watching the building,
Okay,
but he has not
okay.
seen her leave.
All right.
So she's still there with quotation marks around it?
As far as he can see,
That tracks, because when we went to the library, it was like the middle of the night, and she was there blocking our entrance.
Mm-hmm.
So she might just live there.
Man, I'm just sus of everyone right now.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, it's like, I don't know what to do next, because it's possible that this creature will give us some more information or help us if we get its mate, but going all the way back there seems unsafe, and how are we going to do that? We don't have a big dog to distract them.
Well, Zeke can shapeshift, so he can
Yeah, he can create a...
distract, create a diversion.
I'm not sure that a lusty red panda is really going to help that much.
Plus, you could get shot.
And there's that.
Or
I mean, last time you guys were trying to make me wear a bikini, so
and it worked. So perhaps this would all come together.
no.
If we were going back to that cryptid jail place, I bet our new friends, Batboy and the others, might help with a rescue account.
Yeah, except I don't think they'd want to go back. We freed them.
Well, I could see where it'd be traumatic for them to return there, yeah.
Maybe they know something about white wolf cow.
Smart.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we could ask them about white wolf cow.
What if there's a network of underground caverns stemming from the library that gets us into that area?
I mean, maybe that means getting around or through Mildred.
Bruce shows Donovan some video footage of Dog the Bounty Hunter using bear mace.
I really don't think it's healthy for you to be watching these shows.
It sounds like we can confront Mildred, or we can go and try and rescue White Wolf Cow, or we can talk to the cryptids about White Wolf Cow.
Let's talk to the cryptids about White Wolf Cow before we go trotting off and rescuing something that we should not be rescuing.
I agree with talking to the cryptids. I really don't think there's any reason to be worried about rescuing. I mean, the creature seemed very nice and innocent and childlike in a way. So I think rescuing its mate is the good and right thing to do.
And it will go to its home if we rescue the mate.
Mhm.
So in other words, it will leave.
So it says.
Zeke, can you roll plus sharp?
Yes. Roll plus sharp.
This is not for experience.
Sharp is 0 for Zeke. Oop. Okay, let's try again. Let me get another die out of my container, because that one is now under the couch. Alrighty. 8 and 0 sharp, so it's 8.
Okay, so before you went to the hold, while you were doing investigations, you do remember that there were a lot of accidents on the Cryptocore campus, like really bad ones where people were getting rushed away in an ambulance.
So do we think these creatures are bad luck?
Yes.
So we want to rescue it and get it. Although, I don't know, I'm having trouble prioritizing.
I mean, that makes sense. If they affect probability or bad luck or something, that could be a power that is dark, but the creature didn't seem to intend any harm. So that all tracks with what Flawless was saying about it.
Because there's two different colors, right? Like the one that we talked to was like a dark color, like black, right?
Yep.
And then the other one is white. So maybe
that one brings good luck.
Yeah, maybe that's why they need to be together, like opposite sides.
Yin and yang.
Oh, so clever.
That makes a lot of sense.
So maybe we do need to prioritize, because things are going to go our way unless these two are put together again. Things are put to right.
I think that's true. So here's my next problem, though, is if we go back there to rescue, like this is the same installation that has just had a jailbreak very recently, right? So they're probably going to have increased security, maybe even moved these cryptids to another location. I mean, if we're going to go, we need to go quickly, I think, but also we need to be prepared for bigger, harder resistance.
So maybe we need Bruce to come up with even better camouflage outfits for us.
I was going to say maybe we need to be not OSHA, like something else.
I agree.
I have no idea how we would go about rescuing that creature.
Is Cryptocore traded on the stock exchange?
No.
Damn, okay. SEC agents is out then.
Joe, in your world building, did you consider that?
That was never a question that I thought would come up, but luckily I have a very firm idea of what Cryptocore is and answer that very obviously.
We could be Terminix workers helping to get rid of the...
maybe we could be addressing the accidents. Oh, but see, that would still be OSHA.
That's OSHA.
So we're perfectly disguised, and we're there to investigate the accidents. And we think we know the source, and we want to see the source.
It is out in the midst of the desert where they've recently created new national monuments. We could be park rangers.
Does Zeke know the work comp insurance provider for Cryptocore?
Anthem Blue Cross.
So we go in doing a work comp audit. There's been accidents. We need to go investigate.
That works.
Is that going to work?
Zeke might be able to get us all CryptoCore ID. We could just go in as CryptoCore executives.
I like that.
Bruce is very excited about that. He wants the outfit anyways.
That might make the most sense.
Do we need to change how our van looks since we were there before?
Maybe Zeke could get us a CryptoCore, official company car.
Yeah. Or we could hire a big black Uber SUV.
Yes. Also good.
Get Uber X. Get Uber XY. And take that. Yeah.
We really don't know what to do.
We don't have any idea what's going on at this point.
Yeah, I think going as CryptoCore executives in a black Suburban makes the most sense.
I agree. I think that's great.
Can we talk to the people first before we go barging in?
Which people?
Yeah, our cryptids.
The cryptids.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, we can multitask, right? Like Zeke can work on getting us the car and the IDs while we talk to the cryptids.
Okay.
That works.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So currently Elvis is on assignment. So
we get Elvis on FaceTime.
Okay.
Because he's in a car, right? So he can talk.
Well, FaceTime might not be great for his cover.
I know.
He's in a car. He's outside the building.
Yeah, but he's on stakeout, yo.
We can say that he's on the phone with you guys. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing he's going to say is, I think going back to the hold, ladies and gentlemen, is a bad idea. I don't think that any of you are prepared to, you got lucky the first time. And we've been trying to escape that place for months. And so the idea of trying to go back in there with no really solid plan, my training tells me that is a bad idea.
Meryl,
he's a little bit more spacey than usual. And he's like, the future is very hazy. It's as if chaos has been inserted into our reality and made everything unpredictable.
Unpredictable chaos. Is that the result of our wolf cow friend? Because if that's the case, that just makes me even more concerned about getting it back to its home and away from our reality as soon as possible.
Bad kid's all for it. He's like, yeah, I'm down for whatever. We want to go in there? I'll go in there. That's fine.
And Ralph?
Ralph's vote is, I don't want them coming after my people. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep them from bringing harm on anyone else.
Okay, Elvis, you said that we need a plan. Do you have any ideas about our plan? We tell him what our plan is.
And to be fair, Elvis, this is the best plan we've ever had.
Oh, man.
Well, I think the biggest thing we're going to have to do, we're going to need, there's not a lot of us and there's a lot of them. And we've got to be very careful because from my understanding, the things that are being kept in that facility are dangerous and they're not going to care who they hurt if they get out. So it's really going to have to come down to all hands on deck. Any resources you haven't pulled together yet, this might be the time to do that, to think about anybody who can gun up or bat up or whatever and move that direction.
That would be Vic.
Maybe Flawless could gather up her drag queen friends.
I don't think she's going to help us because she was like, don't bring any of that chaos around me.
Oh, yeah.
I think that we're maybe needing Vic and Winnie and yeah. So I'm still unsure which direction to go.
So the problem with Vic is I don't know what to do to try to find Vic.
Could Vic be locked up in the library under lock and key?
That's possible.
We've been in the library since Vic was taken, and they weren't there.
But I mean, in like a hidden chamber or something? Is that what this key access is?
Oh, like a safe room.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there may be another part of that place that we didn't find.
I feel like we need to investigate this library. I feel like we need to overpower Mildred somehow and get in there and check things out.
We're just going in circles, guys.
Can we see plans, like blueprints or something?
Maybe at City Hall. Although if there is a secret cell in the library, I don't know that they'd be on the official plans registered with the city building department.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so the way it would work is that you would see like the official part of the building, right? And then you would look for something that's there but isn't on the plans.
Is there a way to know from our past? Would we know that there's some kind of underground Baghdad? Like,
Oh, I can check my hunter's journal.
yeah.
Yeah, somebody roll something. I feel like that might be a good way out of whatever stumping we have.
So it would be like to roll to investigate a mystery to be able to use the
Mhm.
hunter's journal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can roll. Pray for better rolling because it's not working out real well.
Now hold on. Let's
Hold on.
look at your options before you roll.
Okay.
So, what are the questions that come with your hunter's journal?
What does the sketch suggest it looks like? What kind of victims does it prefer? What's the detail we haven't seen here yet? And how did the last encounter with one of these go?
Okay. That would be for investigate a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other option you have is if you're looking specifically to either go to the hold or to the library. If you look at read a badge situation, you have the question, what is my best way in?
Ah.
There we go.
So should we read a bad situation then?
It's up to you. You guys can go either way. I think you can get information from either one of them.
We want to get in, so learning what the best way in sounds pretty on point.
Okay. Guess we'll roll to read a bad situation. Am I rolling? Is that who's rolling? Somebody else rolling?
I think it's you.
Yeah.
Okay. Pray for good luck. Oh, I got a 5. What the F? What is it? Plus sharp, so 6. Unhelpful.
So 6.
I have +3 sharp. I don't know if someone else can roll at this point.
Well, let's do this. Like, Beth, how are you reading the bad situation? How are you doing this investigation? Like, were you looking stuff up on the internet? Were you thinking back to times you've been at the library? Like, what?
Looking stuff up on the internet? Yeah.
Okay, so then why don't I get a help out roll from Bruce?
Okay. That's a 4.
We are on
wow.
fire today.
What about using luck?
I don't have any luck points.
You don't have any left?
You have 8
Yeah, unless you've checked some off already.
Wait, how do I have 8 luck
or
points?
7.
Everybody starts with them.
Oh, I was not informed to that. I don't remember.
It should be on your character sheet. And when you've used up all your luck points, then
You're doomed.
sky falls on you or something terrible.
I didn't read that at all on my sheet.
It's right under your points. Charm, cool, sharp, tough, weird.
Yeah, you've used it before because we gave you a
Is there a special
meddling
move?
kid move. Yeah, because her
I don't have magic. Yeah.
No,
I have-
something totally different too.
I have trust your gut. That was my special move you gave me.
Yes.
There's a special luck move that some of us have. Because
Yeah.
basically, if you use luck and you have 7 chances, then you mark luck to change a roll to 12 or avoid harm. So basically, if you mark luck, then it's like you rolled a perfect.
Okay, I see it now.
I think we gave her the one from Meddling Kid that was I don't see it.
On a side note,
Yes.
Bruce really took Elvis's words to heart about, needing help against Cryptocore. So he's now in deep thought about the pros and cons of starting his own zombie army.
Great. Things are really looking up now.
Yeah, I'm very curious as to what that exactly would entail.
A visit to the graveyard or the moratorium?
Is Bruce going to be the ultimate big bad of this adventure?
Oh, no.
Hold
In our
on.
midst the whole
Zombie
time.
king!
I had such affection for Bruce.
I just don't see it. I don't see the luck move. I know we gave you one.
I honestly do not know.
Well, Bruce can use luck too, and then help out.
I can just use luck.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Zeke has luck.
Do you have a luck move?
Yeah, I've never used luck.
Because Bruce rolled to help out, and so if he rolls a perfect roll, then she would get a 7.
Oh, I found my luck move.
Go for it.
It's when you spend a luck, you might see something you weren't supposed to that could help you with the current mystery, or it could just scare you. That's my luck move. It was on a different sheet of the 8 that I have open. Sorry.
Okay. All right. I knew we had given you one. So let's have Beth do it because this was her thing. And so if you marked experience, Bruce, unmark it. And so as far as what's the best way in, you have broken into plenty of places throughout your career as a hunter. And you know that there's 2 ways to approach this. Get them to get out or take them out. Those are your 2 choices. You know that there's different ways to do both. It just is a matter of which you guys feel would be the best way. But as far as you know, you've been in Baghdad for a long enough time. The only way into the library you know of is through the front or back doors, and both of them lead to basically a big square room that is the upper library. Neither of them are going to get you into that basement.
So if we were to distract Mildred, we could tell her, we could call her if we know her number, or call the library because we know she's there, and tell her that we have the key and we want to talk. And that would get her out.
Yes.
And that might be good because we've already found that the key itself isn't like super important. It's more what it holds, according to Flawless.
Yeah. So are we actually negotiating to give her the key, or is it just a ruse to get her out of the library while someone else sneaks in?
It's a ruse to get her out while we sneak in. So we could say that we'll meet her at the coffee shop.
Bruce cues the music from Ocean's 11.
But I don't know. I mean, we wouldn't have much time because she would go to the coffee shop. She would probably wait for 10, 15 minutes, and then she would turn around and head back. So we'd probably have like 30 minutes, 40 at the most.
We could still send somebody to meet with her, and like they can pretend they have the key or show a key that's, to extend our time perhaps.
That's risky, though, if she's got weird psychic powers.
And if we find something, we should all be there, or we're leaving someone behind with someone who's potentially dangerous.
Could we send Elvis to meet her?
Who would be the best person that could potentially be like where her powers wouldn't affect them?
Well, do zombies have brains?
I think we've shown no.
Wow.
Bruce might be immune to telepathic powers.
I don't know if we should send Bruce. I feel like we should just get her out of there and we have the key. We can get into the library and into that room and then search to see if there's something that we missed and if there's anything important, and then either get out or go through another passage and then not worry about her. She could come back and, we might be gone already.
I mean, that sounds really good, but the way you describe it is probably not how things will actually
I was going to say, I was like, it sounds perfect. It's not going to happen that way.
We could have Elvis continue to observe so that we know when she's on her way back.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a good idea. Have Elvis at the ready, and if we need to have him intervene, he can, but we won't immediately put him in that situation.
Yeah. And then if she does come back, the alternative would be to take her by force. So that's our backup plan, because that's the other way we deal with it. So if she comes back and we're trapped and we're there, then we deal with it then. That's when we use Bruce.
Bear mace.
And his bear mace.
Should I be the one to call her since she approached me to begin with?
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But are we ready to, we should be near the library.
Oh, yeah.
And ready to, I have my credit card so I can break into the front door and we got to get the key out of the safe. We're at the armory now, so we got to go to the Haven.
Well, remember, we had already dispatched Zeke to get employee badges and the
car
Uber XY Suburban. So we now have that. Zeke was able to acquire that with his executive powers. So we can ride in style.
I like that you're not asking the GM about it at all. You're just deciding. You've succeeded.
Valid point.
Let's do the library, and then we'll take advantage of all of everything that Zeke got for us. Because the library's here. It's the easiest.
But aren't we at the armory? I thought the idea was that that's how we were getting to the library.
Yeah, let's load up in the SUV or whatever it is.
So a big black SUV drives up. The window rolls down, and there's a young 19-year-old kid in the front seat. Hi, my name's Brian. You ordered an Uber? I think every gamer group has had one of those sessions where not a lot gets accomplished, but you still end up laughing so hard you can't breathe. That was this session for us. Hello, I'm Joe Hogan, the editor of As the Dice Roll. I hope you're enjoying this episode of What Is Not. If you don't listen to our other campaign, Cautious Optimism, first of all, shame on you. But you may be thinking, Joe, what happened? Why didn't this episode come out on Tuesday? Well, as we announced on the last episode of Cautious Optimism, we are changing our release schedule. We've been going strong for over a year now, and back in April, we decided to release Cautious Optimism every week because we were recording so far ahead of our release date that we wanted to shorten that gap. We have accomplished that, and we're only about 10 episodes ahead of our release schedule. Now, the decision to go every week was made while I was still working from home, and then I had summer break. But being back at work full-time since August has made releasing 6 episodes of As the Dice Roll a month, on top of 4 episodes of my other podcast, Geektitude, each month, a little hard to maintain. So, I'm going to take a step back. What Is Not will be moving to Fridays and releasing on the 2nd and 4th Fridays of the month. And Cautious Optimism will be releasing on the 1st and 3rd Fridays of every month. And if we have a 5th Friday, I think the next 2 are in April and July. We will give you an extra episode of Cautious Optimism. I hope this doesn't disappoint anyone too much. I really want to make sure that the quality of the content we put out there stays high, and I think that this will help with that considerably, and it will also free me up to release other new content here and there as well. So there you go. Now, with fewer As the Dice Roll episodes, you may need to fill that listening time with some other content. May I suggest a few of our players' podcasts? You can listen to Katie on Tea Time with Katie and Chelsea, Can't Stop Me Loving K-Pop, and Disney Forever. You can catch Todd on his podcasts, Nerdberg Review and Farming Simulated. And of course, you can always listen to me on my podcast, Geektitude, which incidentally is moving to a bi-weekly release schedule as well. And if you're still looking for something to do, start chatting with us in real time over on Slack. You can find the Geek to Geek Media Slack by going to the Contact Us tab on the network website at geektogeekmedia.com. And while you're there, you can also join the Geek to Geek Media Discord server. You can follow us on Twitter at AsTheDiceRollRP, on Instagram at AsTheDiceRoll, or send us an email at podcast@asthedicerollcast.com. That's it for me this week. I'll be back here next Friday, February 4th, with the next episode of Cautious Optimism, and then again on February 18th with the next episode of What Is Not. Until then, let's see what plan the hunters ultimately decide on right after a quick commercial break. When toxic culture has you down,
when you're just looking to laugh and have fun,
kick back and enjoy watching a video game,
or just make some new friends,
it's time to visit the Geek to Geek Media Network,
a community of podcasters, streamers, and bloggers.
Well, more of a family than a community.
All dedicated to geeking out about the things we love. Things like
video games,
Star Wars,
comics,
movies,
K-pop,
Disney Plus,
Keanu Reeves,
new,
or whatever our community decides is the next best thing.
That's right. We have a great online community on Slack and Discord where we chat about our weekly geekery with listeners and viewers.
And each other.
Yep, and each other in real time, and we can't wait for you to join us.
So come check us out at geektogeekmedia.com.
And escape toxic fandom for something much more...
Keanu?
Yes, Keanu.
Yeah, let's load up in the SUV or whatever it is.
So a big black SUV drives up. the window rolls down and there's a young 19-year-old kid in the front seat. Hi, my name's Brian. You ordered an Uber?
What is even happening? I swear, I'm dying. Brian in our Uber.
Hi, Brian. Do you know where the vet's office in town is?
Oh yeah. It's I think so. But do you have the address? Let me put it. Oh, you put it into the app. So yeah, I should be able to find it with this. Yes.
You kids today and your GP things and ugh. Fine. Okay, everyone, let's pile in.
Okay, so who's in the front seat?
Bruce.
Obviously, Bruce.
It's a shotgun.
He's always shotgun.
And then who are we putting in the middle seats?
Oh my god, something is going to happen.
I mean, Donovan will go in a middle seat, I guess.
This is bad.
Okay.
Zeke can too, if you want.
Zeke and Susie in the middle? Are the three of you in that section?
Sure.
And then Beth, you're going in the way back?
Yeah, sure.
My character has no reason to be worried, but just the way that Joe is asking us all where we're sitting has Todd on edge.
I am worried in ways I can't describe.
My honest reasoning is to try and figure out if you'll all actually fit in this.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anybody else we're pulling into this thing?
Everyone is sus. Everything is sus. Everything
Yes.
is happening.
I think that's it. I think Bad Kid had got kind of attached to Athena at this point, and he's sticking close with her.
Okay.
So, no cryptids, just the team.
No, just the team.
Just the team. Elvis is already there, so
Right.
And it'll be a more comfortable drive back. All right, so you're driving back into town.
Not drawing any attention at all.
Brian's like, "Wow, this place is like way out here. Like, what is this place?"
Someplace you do not want to be, Brian.
That is not helpful at all. He gonna cancel our Uber ride.
That's okay. Bruce is up front with him, so he's the one that's talking to him.
Is he playing tunes? Is he the DJ?
He was just going to ask, is there any channel you'd like me to turn the radio to?
Oh, Bruce will have an opinion on that.
Bruce would like to listen to some Kid Cudi.
He goes to a Sirius radio and he finds a channel that has the best chance of playing that.
Oh my god.
Bruce is dancing.
So how's everybody's evening?
Oh, plotting and planning. We're doing great.
Great. That's awesome. It's a big party. Were you guys doing it looked like that was some sort of paintball gun or gun range? Like, were you guys having a party or what was going on there?
That's exactly what we were doing. We were playing paintball
and listening to K-pop, which is why we're dressed this way.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
that. It was a classic paintball K-pop party.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I love K-pop. We can't wait until we can actually do the concerts live again, because I've been staying up way too late listening to these concerts online.
Why you got to bring my reality into this?
Okay, so did we get to the Haven?
Yes, although there's been a bit of a awkward pause, and he's trying to come up with a conversation, but eventually you do pull up to the...
Yeah, Brian, you don't need to make small talk with us. That's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Just
Bruce shows him pictures of emoji on his phone.
No, don't show him pictures. He's driving.
Oh, that's great.
No. Eyes on the road, kid.
No.
I love golden retrievers.
No phones and while driving. Kids today. Oh my gosh.
Should we ask Brian if this Uber comes with bottled water and snacks?
No bottled
our
water and
sustenance
snacks.
in the.
Yeah, the woman who's in the back, she should have a whole cooler there next to her. Ma'am, what did you say your name was?
None of your damn business, child. What is happening? No snacks. Why? No.
So is there an unknown woman in the back?
I know. I was talking about
Beth.
I was not even
Oh.
someone else for a second. I panicked.
I thought somehow Mildred got to the upper XY.
That was her upper. We stole it.
We stole Mildred's upper.
The fate of the world is in good hands.
Where there's an evil cheerleader hiding under the third row of seats.
Do you mind? I'm back here.
Rose or Ethel's just sitting there clasping her purse, wondering what the hell's going on.
She was like, this was my upper.
I ordered this morning. I think he forgot I was back here.
Oh no!
But the child locks were on and I couldn't get out.
Oh my goodness.
How do I tell this app to drop me off?
And there's no more bottled water because she drank it all.
And now she really has to pee.
This game's getting too dark for me.
Drop Rose off.
Why is Rose in the car?
No, Rose is not. Rose is not in the car. He was talking about Beth.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
All right, so I'm assuming we're not we're letting Brian go, or are we having him wait for you while you get stuff out of the haven?
Oh, I think we need to have Brian wait.
Yeah, Brian's our guy.
Where would we be without him?
Okay.
Bruce will stay in the car with him.
I run and I open the safe and grab the key and
Wait, I thought the safe was at the armory.
it's at the Haven. Yeah, sorry, we got all this confused. That where I got the safe was in the Haven Armory. So
So were we there, not at the library?
we went to there to get the key.
Oh, gotcha.
Now we're going to the library.
Okay, gotcha.
So we're at the gun range, but the gun range is really called the armory. So
I was having so much fun with Brian, I lost track.
Come on, Zeke, get it together.
All right, we're back and we're heading to the library. But we have a car that is a little bit conspicuous, so we need to park it inconspicuously, maybe behind where she's not going to see it when she heads to the cafe that we lure her to.
yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, not a giant black SUV.
We always get the creepiest cars we possibly can.
I don't know what you're talking about. The one with the giant crossed out actual repairman with OSHA written on it is super legit.
Super legit. Super legit.
Yeah, and the way it has no windows and it's a van, and yeah.
Are you talking about the van in the Uber?
No.
Okay.
I take
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Sorry.
no.
I take it back.
I'm just asking. No
Nope, we're
judgment.
absolutely not talking about that in front of Brian.
Nope, we are not. We're not talking about it.
Maybe we should have Brian park a block away so he doesn't even know we're going to the library. That might be a wise. Fewer witnesses.
Okay.
There you go.
Park and wait.
We had to give him an address because it's the Uber, so we had to put something in there. How far away is
It's
the?
very close to the
Oh my
library.
god, Rose!
Got to Rose's house.
Maybe there's a Supercuts down the street and we were getting our K-pop dues redone.
How far away is the coffee shop from the library?
Probably about 3 blocks.
Okay, Mildred's going to the coffee shop, right?
Isn't that where Mildred is? Do we want the Uber van viewable?
Yeah. Sorry, we haven't even called her yet. Hold on.
That's where we're going to lure. We have to call her.
Yeah, she's not there yet. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're parked a block away and we are heading to the library inconspicuously because that is our way. And
But we didn't call her yet.
Beth is making a call. Beth, you're making a call as we go.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Brian wishes you a very, very wonderful night. Please give me 5 stars. And he drives away.
Wait, I thought we were having him stay in.
Yeah, I thought we
Process
needed him in case we head to the.
Yeah. We need
Oh.
to wait at the ready.
Are they allowed to wait? I thought they had to drop off and
Okay. All right. We'll call him back. Hey, Brian, can we call you back if we need you?
go. Yeah, absolutely. I should be on duty for another couple hours. So yeah.
Okay. I get his phone number, so we'll text you direct.
Can you do that with Ubers?
No, you can't.
We'll pay you through Uber, but we'll text you direct.
Have you never taken an Uber before? don't think that's how any of this works. She's like, I only take life.
Okay, so you are outside of the library. Elvis crosses the street. That sentence alone tells you what this campaign is. Elvis crosses the street. All right, so what's the plan?
We're all going to hide, and Beth needs to make a call.
Yeah. So I guess I'll make that. Do I have her number or am I just calling the library?
You're calling the library.
Okay.
Remember, you want to get her to go to the coffee shop under the pretense of you've decided to talk about giving her the key. You want to negotiate giving her the key, and you want to meet at the coffee shop.
Okay.
Because it's a safe, open place.
Now, should this be a roll of manipulate someone, or is she just calling?
No, it's a manipulate someone.
Oh, we have to roll?
Yup.
Good luck to me. All right, let's give it a whirl.
You've been saving up all that good luck all day.
I know. So I got 6 plus a charm, which I have 1 of, so it's a 7.
It's a 7. Perfect.
Right.
All right. They'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it. All right. So let's act this out and see how it goes. So Mildred answers the phone. Hello?
Why do I keep picturing her as Umbridge, like, in my head?
Totally Umbridge.
That's exactly who she's modeled after.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. It's Katie. No, not Katie. Beth. My name is Beth. I don't know who I am anymore. It's Beth. I want to talk to you about, like, why you stopped by the other day or whatever.
Well, dear, it's very easy. I just need that key.
Trying to figure this out so I don't mess it up. Are you willing to meet me at the coffee shop to discuss potentially giving you the key?
I'm happy to meet you, dear, but I'm going to meet you somewhere of my choosing. Why don't you come to the library?
Ah, fuck.
I whispered to Beth, the library is not an openness or safe place. You don't feel safe. You want it to be somewhere where there are people.
I don't feel safe meeting you at the library. I would feel better of us meeting someplace more public.
Maybe Beth is bibliophobic?
I'm allergic to books.
I understand, dear. A public place would be just fine if that's what it takes to get a key from you. So why don't we find some more neutral territory? Why don't we meet at the Chili's?
I love Chili's. Can we get appetizers? Like, yes.
I think that's definitely a possibility.
Oh. Okay. How far away is the Chili's from where we are?
The Chili's is probably maybe a block further from the coffee shop, but in the other direction.
We're literally in the smallest town in the middle of nowhere, and it has a Chili's.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, remember, it's not the smallest town in the middle of nowhere anymore because Cryptocore has made it a company town. So they got all sorts of chains.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. If there's a big company there, Chili's is going to be there.
Oh, for sure. We got to get that Chili's money. Okay.
Bruce is on his phone looking at the menu.
Do we know what day of the week this is? Because there might be a long-ass line at Chili's, which would help us.
I like how that's determined. Like, are we sure we want to go to the Chili's? There might be a long wait. Are we going to happy hour at the bar?
That could work to our advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
Tell her you'll meet her at the bar and that you're about 15 minutes away.
Okay. The Chili's is fine. I'll meet you at the bar. I'm about 15 minutes away.
All right, dear. I will see you there.
Excellent.
So she hangs up. Where are you around the library?
On the opposite side of where Chili's is, we hope.
But I mean, are you in front? Are you across the street? Are you...
I think we're still in the upper X, right?
No, we left.
No, we're across the street where we can see the entrance.
Okay, so you're across the street.
Hidden
Like in a little, there's like a little alley between buildings.
No, we're standing in the middle of the street.
Okay, so she walks out and sees you.
No, we're in like an alleyway thing.
All right, you see the light go off in the library. You see her open the door. She closes it behind her and locks it with her key. And then she kind of waddles over to her car. With great effort, she pops herself in. And then it's just this big, like, old Buick type car that's just big.
Pink.
It's not. It's like a dark blue, but it's all faded and got rust. Yeah.
I was hoping real hard. It was like one of the, like Mary Kay when they sell enough.
Oh, yeah.
Then they get the pink Cadillac. I was really hoping it was that.
Yep. It is not that gaudy, but it is that size. It's a big old boat of a car. And it kind of like it makes this big rumbling sound when it starts up. And then, this tiny little head behind the steering wheel drives out of the parking lot and down the street.
So we walk up to Elvis, and Elvis, follow her and let us know if she starts to head back. But can you do something to her car so that it won't run when she tries to get back in when she turns around?
I can try. Sure, we'll give it a try and see how it works. So he quickly hops into his car and tries to follow her.
Okay, we're crossing the street. As long as we can't see her car anymore, I'm going to try to open the outside lock with the credit card.
Next time on What Is Not.
Well, if we run inside and get into the secret underground room and close the secret passage behind us, we should be good.
You believe you may have tripped an alarm. While you're doing this and investigating, the door swings closed and locks you in.
Hey guys, little help here.
You've been listening to As the Dice Roll. The As the Dice Roll intro music is The Soap Opera by James Bowers. You can find and license his music through Pond5 at pond5.com. All the rest of the music in this episode is by Darren Curtis and can be found at darrencurtismusic.com. The opening voiceover is by our very own Rob Sometimes. You can find his podcast at comicbox.libsyn.com. And the As the Dice Roll logo was created by Maricel Edwards. Check out her book No Great Matter at msedwards.com. As the Dice Roll is a proud member of the Geek to Geek Media Network. Check out other Geek to Geek shows, streams, and content at geektogeekmedia.com. If you'd like to contact the show, you can send an email to podcast@asthedicerollcast.com. Individual players and GMs' social media can be found on our website at asthedicerollcast.com.